What's up guys, this is Gray here and welcome to another tutorial. Now, today I'm doing a quick tutorial on how to remove backgrounds from images. Now, there are two different types of images you may want to do this on. One's with a flat background like this, or one's with a more detailed background like this one. I'm using flowers for the sake of having something nice to look at and something simple to work on. So, for a white background, it is really simple to work with. First of all, go over here to the panel and click on the magic wand tool. Make sure you have this selected. It's very important because what it allows you to do is you can select a color. It'll select all of that color that is connected at one point, and then it will select all of it, and you can press the delete key. It'll delete it, and this completely separates the flower from the white background. It's very simple for something with a flat background because you can generally easily remove it. However, depending on the colors, it may match with the image, and you have to maneuver the tolerance tool a little bit in order to get it to work correctly. For example, if I had this flower and I had, say, a background like this, like that color, and if I don't have my tolerance set correctly, it may select parts of the flower too, as you can probably tell here. So you may want to lower your tolerance a little bit, and that way it'll still select only the background. Tolerance is how much of the color variety it chooses. Now, as for the other method, for images that have a much more detailed background, it's hard to select the background without selecting everything else too. Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. See, it's hard to select the background completely because all of its different colors here, and it all messes up. And you can't just lower the tolerance because it won't work either. So what you have to do in this situation is much more detailed work. I would take the line tool. You can also use the paintbrush tool, but it's much more work with that method. Take the line tool and take the line to whatever size you want and get a black line. Open up a new layer like I already did over here and trace it. Trace the image you want to have separated using the line tool. And this can take quite some time. However, it's the simplest way to do this in Paint.net, and it usually doesn't take a super large amount of time. It just depends on how detailed the image is and what parts of it you want to have separated. So I'm just going to speed through this part here, and hopefully you'll see what the end result looks like. You can see the complete outline now. Just a little note, after you draw a line, press enter to finish it, and then if you make a mistake, press Ctrl and Z at the same time to undo. I should have said this before I started drawing the lines, but I'll probably put it in the video early on so you can see what I didn't say before, because it's not much use after you've already outlined everything. So once you've done that, and made sure that the lines are on a completely new layer, because if you didn't make them on a new layer, you have to redo it, because it'll cause too many problems. You can't separate the image if you make it on the same layer. So, select the outside background with the magic wand tool again, and then you'll select all of this, and then go back to the image layer and press delete. It'll delete the background. Now say you want to remove the lines, but if you turn off the layer, it leaves an annoying outline around everything. I usually use blurs to fix this a little bit. So that's not too hard to do. Just go back to this layer here and select your image and the background. Go to the rectangle select tool and hold Control, right click and drag it across. It'll select just the lines here. And then I would also recommend grabbing the magic wand tool and selecting the background again. That way it selects just the lines and the background. Then go back to your image, go to Effects, Blurs, Gaussian Blur, give it any type of blur size you want. I give it a big blur just to completely fix it, and then hit enter, and you can remove the line layer no problem, and it's much less visible of the green outline here, and it has a nice little glow to it too. So that's basically how you remove background from images in Paint.net for both solid backgrounds and very detailed backgrounds. I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. If you did in any way, I would appreciate a like or subscribe if you want to, and I will see you all later. Goodbye!